DoDash, thank you so much for paving the way, opening the door that I just walked into. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for giving me the push to turn on this camera every day, inspiring me to keep going no matter what views look like, no matter the subscribers, although of course that's the ultimate goal, get subscribers and your views and everything. But this is something I've always wanted to do, and for whatever reason or another, it just never worked. It just never happened. Either I didn't have what I needed, or I just didn't have the money, I didn't have the time. It was always something. So now at this point in my life, it's like I have no other choice but to push no matter what's going on. And I thank you for giving me that inspiration to do that. The backstory about all this, because this is the fourth video that I've recorded since I found DoDash a few weeks ago. Okay. And I've been watching her every day since. She inspires me every single day. Every time she uploads, I have to go watch it because it's giving me the fuel that I need to keep going. Just the extra push, So the backstory is I started recording my pregnancy journey. I found out I was pregnant, and I wanted to do it before, because I'm a boy mom. I have all boys, and so I wanted to do it before, but I just never did. Okay, I didn't have the money. I didn't have what I needed to get going. I thought I needed this camera. I thought I needed this and that. Little did I know I just needed a phone, but that was neither here or there at the time. Anyway, moving forward, I decided I'm going to go ahead and be real. I'm going to go ahead and do it this time. I'm going to stick with it, right? So I'm extra excited. I found out I was pregnant. This was a year ago. Found out I was pregnant. And so I started recording my pregnancy journey. I stopped recording because early on in the pregnancy, there was so much happening already. I was already high risk, for multiple reasons. More so because of my age. After 35, they feel like, oh, you're so old. And then you just be 1 pound over, then you're obese. So that's what the issue was. So they had a close eye on me. And then right before that, right before this last pregnancy, I was pregnant like shortly before then, and I ended up miscarrying. So that was another reason why they was looking at me as high risk. So I was about 8 weeks pregnant when I stopped recording, and I'll tell you why. So it was a lot happening already. I had to keep going through like ultrasounds. I could tell something was wrong, but I didn't know what. They never really say, and that's one thing I don't like about going to the doctor. Like, a lot of times they can see something early on, but they don't tell you. I guess it's for just so that they can be extra sure, I guess. I don't know. But I went through half my pregnancy, more than half actually, thinking everything was okay, thinking that the baby was A1 in all ways, right? 5 months pregnant, doing my 5-month anatomy scan, which is like a deeper, in-depth ultrasound for the ones who don't know. Found out that my baby wasn't growing normally. They couldn't really tell me exactly what was going on. They just knew that something, like his growth wasn't on the chart that they suspected it should be. Okay, so after that, they started getting all these appointments set up, because now they have to do more thorough ultrasound. They have to they have to scan every single thing, every part of the baby, from the brain to the just everything, all parts of his body. So found out, long story short, that my baby has a genetic condition, which is rare. His condition is rare. It's called radial ray. Okay. There's not much information about it from what the doctors was telling me. This is my first time ever hearing about it. Nobody in my family has this condition. Nobody in his dad's family that we know of has this condition. Nobody in my family that I know of, my dad's side, mom's side, nobody that we know of has this condition. So it's all new to everybody, right? So basically it is birth defects of the skeletal. So he has missing fingers, missing toes. He has 2 bones that's missing. You know, you have like your forearm, the second part of your arm has 2 bones in it. Well, he only has 1 bone in each arm, which causes his fingers and, you know, to not grow properly. His legs are fine, but he also has missing toes. Okay, so it's they don't understand, they don't know why it happened. I don't know why it happened. But again, I found this out through ultrasound when I was 5 months pregnant. Prior to that, I was already going through a lot. You know, relationship wise, it was a lot. Just a lot of things going on. So when this was introduced, I was, of course, distraught. Like I was crying, I was stressed out, I was, you know, because I've been praying for the baby to be okay. I've been praying for the baby to be you know, healthy, you know, your average kid, right? Your average baby. And so we found out that that wasn't the case with him. And so I started trying to figure out, you know, because the first thing they said was, oh, you know, you don't have to go through this pregnancy. We can end it. Which was kind of harsh, I felt. You know, I understand they give you options, but then it was just like that was kind of like a kick in the face, because it was just like, why would that, you know what I mean? Like, why? Okay. Like, so it was just so much, and it just stressed me out. Just the thought of having to end my pregnancy tore me up. It just made me even more stressed and depressed. It was like the difference between knowing what was happening and like, what does this mean? What does this mean for my baby? What does this mean for us? What does this mean going forward? How do we deal with this? What do we do? You know, like nobody knew anything, you know what I mean? Like we didn't know which way to go. But then at the same time, ending the pregnancy was just like, that's a whole nother situation. You know what I mean? It's not going to make it easier, you know, because I'm sure it's going to forever be on my mind. And mind you, I've tracked him all the way up until this 5-month period. His development, I saw when he was just like a little bitty, you know, fetus to a actual full-blown baby. So it was like, it was hard to say, oh yeah, let's end it, because he's not going to be normal. He's not going to be, you know, your average kid, right? So I just was taken back. I stopped recording because I didn't know what I was going to do. I'm not going to lie, I went back and forth with, should I end it? Would that be the best thing to do? You know, I'm going through relationship issues. I'm going through mental issues. I'm going through stress. I'm depressed. I'm crying every single day. I don't know. I didn't feel like nobody understood how I felt. You know, nobody really got it. Nobody really felt where I was coming from. I've had some comfort, but it was just like, when you're coming from a place where it's unfamiliar to everybody, nobody really knows how to approach it. And I think that's what it was. And then at the same time, you know, I was always hearing, oh, he's gonna be fine, everything's gonna be okay. And it's like, yeah, but is it? Are you sure? Do we know that for sure? Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like a whole lot of that going on. And so I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know which way to turn. I didn't know. I just didn't know. So it was a lot to have to go through and figure out. So I just decided that I was going to, I just stopped recording just because, you know, it was just a lot. But going forward, it was still stressful. The whole entire pregnancy was stressful. But I tell you one thing, out of the whole situation, God knew what he was doing. My baby's a blessing. I did have him. He's a blessing. He's 7 months old now. And I promised that I was going to introduce him last night. I went through a whole nother episode. But I promise you today, he's sleeping right now. I just put him down for a nap. But he's going to be introduced today. So just be looking forward to another video. Once you see him, we can talk about it, you know, his condition more and get more in depth with, you know, the situation. But he's just the most adorable baby. He's precious. He's God's gift. Like, I cannot imagine my life without him, you know? And that just goes to show you that, like, no matter what, you just have to keep going. You just have to believe that, you know, because I went through this season of, like, God let me down. Like, God, do you really have my back? Like, you know, I thought he was going to be good. I've been praying. You said when we pray about it, we'll receive it, right? And I just felt like he left me hanging. But, you know, through the process, I just figured out that he didn't. I don't have all the answers, but I trust him. I trust that he put this blessing in my hands for a reason. He knows that he has a strong mom. He knows that he's going to be in good hands. He's in good hands. So he's not going to put more on us than we can bear, you know? And my baby's a true blessing. He's a true blessing. So, you know, going back to DoorDash, she has inspired me to come back because I didn't know what I was going to do. I'm still in a situation where I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, trying to figure out, okay, I'm in a position. Do I need to get another job? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Because, you know, the money's not rolling in. Help the, you know, bills need to be paid, this and that. And it's like, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what decision I feel like I have to make, my back is up against the wall, I'm not sure, I'm confused, whatever, it's like she's still inspiring me every single day to get up, record, no matter how I feel about it, no matter if it's, I don't know what if I'm gonna do this, I don't know if I'm gonna do that, it don't matter. Turn on the camera, record it, record your journey, record every step, because you don't know, you're inspiring somebody else by turning on your camera and posting. You don't know who you're touching. You don't know who you're inspiring, because there's somebody out here who's going through the same thing, probably worse. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody else's baby has the condition that my baby has, and they're just entering into finding out. You know, I'm a little further along, so maybe, you know, my baby's a little bit older, so maybe I could help find out things along the way. You know what I mean? So it could prepare the next person. Like, you just never know the blessing that you'll be able to, you know, put on another person. So, or give another person, you know. So to DoorDash, again, thank you so much. I hope this video reaches you. I hope you get a chance to see it. You have inspired me. You're inspiring so many people to continue to go, grow, be strong, fight through it, show up no matter what. You know, if you don't show up for nobody else, show up for yourself. Because if you don't, who will? Who will? If you don't, who will? You know, you have to show up for yourself before you expect anybody else to show up for you. So I thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you find this video. I hope this video inspires somebody else. I hope you guys share this video. Just give it to somebody else who might need encouragement. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to follow me, please, so you guys can go on this journey with me. This is a whole new journey with my baby. He has a whole journey ahead of him. because he's going to eventually go through physical therapy. Eventually he's going to have surgeries. There's a lot good that's going to happen going forward. But it's every day. It's, you know, we just go every day, moment at a time. And so right now he's 7 months old, but yeah, we're gonna just go through this journey together. So please follow my channel, subscribe to me, hit that like button, and leave your comments, encouraging comments, whatever comments, you know, hopefully it inspires somebody else through the comments. You never know what your word could do for the next person. So we're all in this together. We're gonna grow together. And I love you guys. Thank you for joining in, hearing my story. I'm going to show baby boy later today. Look forward to that. And I will see you guys then. Love you guys. Bye.